Hello, Kathy Stoltz here, and welcome to the Executive Report on Channel 98.9 FM with County Executive Kathy Dahlkemper. Good morning, Kathy. How are you this morning?
I'm great, Kathy. It's great to be with you.
It's great to be with you, too. We're really looking forward to having this program running on Channel 98.9 and hearing some good things about what's happening in the county.
Well, there is so much going on in county government and in the county as a whole. I really appreciate having the opportunity to speak to your listeners and to inform them about all of the initiatives and really to help them have a better understanding of where their tax dollars are going and how they're being utilized in good ways to help our region thrive.
Absolutely. That's what our thinking is too. So if you could just give us a little bit of a rundown, like where is county government currently? Kind of what shape are we in at this point?
Well, I think county government itself is strong. We were able to pass a budget for 2018 with no tax increase. We've been able to, really, I think, hold our spending down and continue to increase and provide services that are high quality. And so I think on a fiscal sense, we're in a very good place. We have a nice strong reserve, which is important just in case of any emergencies, as we all want to do, is have that savings in the bank. And again, we're providing, I think, excellent service. And county government is complicated, and I think most people don't really understand county government. They seem to understand, their city or their municipality, their township government better. And yet I think so much of a person's life every day and the vibrancy of their community really depends on having a good, well-run county government who supports the municipalities but really does so many other things from the human services side, the public safety side, the health side, library, planning side, working with all the municipalities. So there really are just a lot of entities within county government. And I'm hoping over time we can explore each one individually to really give people a better sense of what county government does.
Yes, I was just kind of heading that way too. Just I was going to ask you what kind of departments you work with and what their functions are. So that's something that we can work on throughout the program as we go along in the future. But you did mention several of the departments that the county works with. Can you tell us a little bit about looking forward? What kind of things are being developed to bring the county forward, seeing a brighter horizon for the county residents?
Sure. Well, one of the things, that I'm really proud of that we did in my first term was to create a new public safety radio system. So our first responders, that would be our volunteer fire, our paid fire, our policemen, our ambulance drivers. The current system that we're in the middle of upgrading, they can't talk to each other. So if you need help from another agency, you often can't talk to them on their radios, and you would think that is something that everyone could do. The best example of when this failed was 9/11, and first responders couldn't speak to each other in New York City. And after that, there was a big effort to try to improve our systems and make them what they call interoperable. And unfortunately, in most places in the country, that still has not been achieved. But here in Erie County, by the end of this year, we should be turning a switch on to this new radio system, and every agency will be able to talk with every other agency. So when you or your family member is in their moment of their greatest need, they're going to be able to get the help they need, and those who are coming to help them are going to be able to talk to whoever they need to. And that's huge. So that's just like one example of one of the great things we've done. And most people hopefully will never need this, but when you do, you're certainly going to want it to be there. But, there's a lot of other initiatives, and I could go on and on if you'd like me to. We could go on and on. I know there's a lot of things happening in Erie County that are going to bring us to a good place regionally and statewide and even nationally, because I know that's a big initiative of Erie and Erie County from the research that I've done. So maybe you could talk a little bit about how the Office of Erie County Executive reaches out to Corry in our area. How does the County Executive's Office apply to the Corry area? Well, of course, every community within Erie County is part of the county. And we have 38 municipalities. And so I try to make sure that either myself directly is talking with the other elected officials, or particularly I think through my planning department, we work with each different municipality and try to assist them with their needs, whether it be transportation needs or infrastructure needs or other types of planning function needs. One of the things I'm really proud of also is we worked with the EMTA to bring regular bus service out to Corry. And I know before this, I think it was once a week. I can't even remember now. But now, I think there's 4 runs every day out to Corry and back through Union City, Waterford, and then into the city of Erie. And that just gives people accessibility that didn't often have it. And it's just important for me that we have this regional asset, which is our transportation entity, and that should be serving all the people of Erie County.
Yes, we also have the Corry Loop that was developed in that EMTA program, which has been a great asset to the Corry area, going from the hospital to different shops in the area, so that people that might not have regular transportation have that opportunity with the EMTA to get to their job or get to the store if they need to. So that's been a really good asset that's been developed in the Corry area. So we really appreciate that and the efforts that everybody brought to the table to make that possible.
And that was actually, when I ran the first time, it was one of the things that got brought up to me a number of times when I was out in the Corry area about this transportation issue. And then when we did the Destination Erie community planning effort, it really came out to be a top concern, not only in Corry, but really throughout the county, that public transportation needed to be greatly improved. So that Corry Loop was the first piece that was created, and then of course now the connection back and forth through the other communities and eventually into the city of Erie. So that's another thing I'm really proud of. It can always be better. We want more people to try it out, see if they like it. The EMTA is putting in new fare boxes that you're going to be able to just use a smart card or your own credit card, and you'll be able to, won't have to have cash, which is sometimes an issue. And then, of course, there's an app that you can have on your phone that shows you when the bus is coming, so that if it's cold outside and you want to wait till the last minute to get out there to catch the bus, you can watch your app and you know right when the bus is coming down towards your stop, and you can run out and get on it.
Yes, that's something that we experienced with one of our children that was working, and we would check that app in the mornings to see when is the bus going to be at the Mill Creek Mall when we were living in Erie, so that he could get on and get to his job. That was a very good asset, and the app works really well. I'm glad to know that you mentioned that, just so people would be more aware that there is an app, if you look it up, that will tell you when your bus is going to be where you need it to be. What else can we talk about this morning, Kathy, that it's going to help us let people know a little bit more about what we're going to do with our program? I think that you and I talked a little bit, and you mentioned delving a little bit more into each department and its function and how it works. So is that's something that we're going to work on week to week? I think we're going to do every 2 weeks.
Yes, and I'd love to have on the radio with me, maybe one of my directors in one of the departments who can talk about, how we are working with all of our communities, particularly the Corry area, on some of the different initiatives, right? That's going to be, I think, really key for people to understand. And when I have those people who are doing it every single day, they have actually much more intimate knowledge than I do about each of the different programs. So, but, there's a lot of great initiatives. The Summer Jobs Program, which we're actually in the middle of trying to find more employers in the Corry region and throughout the county. And then that makes it opportunities for more of our students to be able to get that job experience and those soft skills that are so needed for them to be successful adults. So we're moving now into our 5th summer of the summer jobs, and it's been amazing to see what's happened with this program and the opportunities for our children. So it's those kind of programs that I really want to be able to delve in a little bit deeper with you on this program and really try to help educate people. And then hopefully, if people have questions, they'll reach back out to me here at the county through our county website and my email, or reach out to you and maybe you have questions for me the next time that people brought up. And so love to make this in some ways interactive by getting people to weigh in on what they want to hear about from me and what they want to know more about in terms of county government.
Good. Okay, so let's just give the audience that information. How do they reach out to your email or phone messaging or whatever to get their questions to you? What's the best way?
The email is countyexecutive@eriecountypa.gov. That's countyexecutive@eriecountypa.gov. And they can email me. They certainly can call 814-451-6388. That's into my office. And they can go on the county website, which we're in the middle of redoing our website. We hope in about 6 months to have a much more user-friendly, interactive website, but even right now you can go on there and all that contact information can be found at the top under elected officials. Just go down and hit on County Executive, and all the contact information is there too, and the Erie County website, eriecountypa.gov.
Good. All right. Well, thanks, Kathy. I want to tell you again how much we appreciate you being able to come forward and speak with us today, and I'm really looking forward to this kind of biweekly communique where we can interact, get some people involved to ask some questions and delve a little further into some of the different subjects that we mentioned. So again, thank you for coming on today and talking with me, and I hope you have a fabulous day.
Well, thank you, Kathy, and thank you for this opportunity. Again, I'm really looking forward to our biweekly conversations.
All right. Thanks, Kathy, and have a good day, and I'll say goodbye.